Here we go, force field.
There, you see? Beautifully subtle, isn't it? At least compared to the other CZERKA equipment dumped down here. It's only been here a short while, or the Wookiees would have disabled it. They wouldn't have had an easy time of it, though.
Why place this thing here?
But there are others, each blocking similar points on certain paths. It is all very calculated, very precise. It would have been effective if it hadn't relied on the creatures to be walking. Climbers don't have much trouble getting around it.
Says you can get past it, you said so.
I can manipulate it for a moment. Let me see. How did the CZERKA engineers do it? Ah, there we go. Now, keep moving. These are the most dangerous depths of Kashyyyk. A few surprises wait for us, I'll wager.
Alright. Cool. And the attack down here don't attack us either. Here they are. Here's a big quest that is completely contained down here. Mandalorians. Mandalorian. Time to see what the Force can do. So stasis him. Actually lightning them too. Actually, just like
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Come on. There we go. Choke him now.
Hurt, I bet.
We love force powers. I'm gonna give him the strength gauntlets. Just to up his strength just a little bit. Great Bucko lives out of a different slaves. I beg you can heal me and attack me more. Please, I need to be healed. What happened? Please, I need to be healed. I'm dying. I have the means to heal you here.
Mighty generous of you. A little too generous, if you ask me.
Thank you. I would not have expected an outsider to aid me. Perhaps you'll help again. Finding already all of them killed without honor. I barely survived. All the murders are ever the same. You can tell me. That kind, not even among the ZERKA. You saw them, armored to kill, yet blending with the forest.
They were Mandalorian.
Are they?
Poachers, probably. They used stealth units to stalk their prey. Their kind were among the first to flee when the war turned against my people. Bloody cowards.
Followed us for a long while. We found bodies southwest, and then again further south, and after the west branch of the path, their speed was amazing. They fought like outsiders, wait until we were unarmed. They would not attack until we had put our weapons away. They strike like cowards. I'll look into it. If you kill them, I'll reward you with whatever I can. They're not worthy of life. Look for them where the bodies of my fellows are. They will only attack you if they are not armed, the cowards. Basically, the whole thing you have to do is you have to,
What?
You have to go to where there are dead Wookiees, and you have to just unequip your weapons, and then they'll all spawn, and then you're free to put your stuff back on and then kill them. So, like, there's some right here. Literally right here. And now it just becomes an issue of remembering which weapons are which. Missions Vibroblade. Yep, there it is.
That hurt, I bet.
Oh, yikes. Oh. Okay. This isn't going how I thought it would.
That'll show you.
Here. We got this.
That'll show you.
Good stuff. Here. God, that was scary. That was far closer than it should have been. Data pads. Some disable the stabilizers on my swoop. I request parts before this was filled. If the generator goes, my blending field will stop working and I'll be visible to our prey. So no challenge I'll be breaking. Change to use these Jedi toys. What? They got lightsabers. Cool. Right. Right. Swoop. Here we go. I'm missing the sync device. One of them must have taken it. I think we're supposed to stop here after we beat them all. At least I think so. I'm not super sure.
Yes?
I still got it.
Still got it. That one was infinitely better than the other one. Swoop bike signal device. Place the signal device and activate it.
You have interrupted our hunt, interloper. The inhabitants of this world could do little against us, but you appear to be a threat.
More than a threat enough for you.
Another Mandalore, is it? Will you draw arms against those you should serve? We'll see who lives this day.
Yikes. Wow. Jolie is low. Usable. Haven't used another life support pack. Actually advanced. That'll pretty much fill him up.
Sure.
Alright. Another one. Good team. Just keep shocking. Remains, Mandalorian helmet, Ripper, battle armor. Not bad. Nothing too shabby. Mandalorian hunters are dead, I killed them all. Love it does, goodbye. Acknowledge that even though you're an outsider and not to be true to fellow Wookiee warrior, take this as a symbol of my hunting and serve those who deserve it. When you look at it, remember that we reward respect even from outsiders. Beautiful. Remains? Oh, yep, the body.
Yes?
That's important. I forgot about that. Come on. Come on. Come on. Dude, I love the tack, but I hate them so much. They're adorable. I would want one as a pet. I actually want to run, I'm planning, oh. Right. I don't think this is a Mandalorian spot. I think this is a Wookiee spot, but we'll be back here in a bit. I think it's just around this corner that is the reason we're here. There he is. There's our boy. We'll take care of them. Simply because we probably should.
Never too old for this. Now, get it.
Ooh, we got level ups. Where haven't I been? Oh, down over there. Okay. Level up. Frere. Where are CZERKA core rats? Is even the heart of Kashyyyk not free from your kind?
He's almost feral after all this time. Calm yourself, Frere. We are friends. Don't you remember me?
After losing the Shadowlands, I remember only the outsiders not to be trusted. I'll see you dead.
Well, this may prove difficult.
So Jolie is, first off, stasis, then kill. Candace, she's gonna try her new move. Oh, we didn't.
I think I've been
do it.
poisoned. That hurt.
Wow, okay. He shredded me, so that's not good. I might go back to using,
I
armor.
bet.
I'm beaten, take my head, ZERKA filth, you won't get another chance. So swears Frere of Kashyyyk. I'm not here to kill you, just listen. The words of outsiders are tainted with lies, you can't convince me otherwise. Do you know Zalbar and Shundar? What? Those are my sons. Why do you speak their names? Tell me. My name is Sturk. I came to Kashyyyk with Zalbar. To my shame, Zalbar was exiled and enslaved. Do you dare claim to be my son's owner, outsider? No, he follows me because of a life debt. Does he? Then he sees something of worth in you. I will listen cautiously. Gullibility has harmed me in the past. If I had seen the lives of Shundar, he would have been exposed as a slaver. Zalbar would not have been exiled. I do not believe Zalbar's claims. I believe the Elder Boy, as tradition dictated. The shame of Zalbar's attack blinded me. Go over exactly what happened. Zalbar saw it first. He learned that Shundar was dealing with the ZERKA, leading them to our hunting parties. Shundar would blame disappearances on the dangers of the Shadowlands. Zalbar was crazed when he found out. He attacked Shundar with his claws. I thought he had gone mad, shed his honor. I was bound by the old ways. So Zalbar was exiled. When'd you learn the truth? A year later. By then, Shundar had spread lies in my own madness. I had no allies when I confronted him. He and his ZERKA guards attacked me. I had to retreat to the deepest Shadowlands, but even there they followed.
That's when I first saw him. I helped his pursuers lose him for a moment. Do you remember me now, Frere?
Yes, I think I do. I'm sorry about attacking. It's been so long since I've offered my trust or accepted that of someone else. What happens now? It would depend on you, Sturk. You'll either kill me or decide that I may yet benefit my people. There is a way I might challenge Shundar, but it would take a lot to convince people that they've been lied to. How? Everyone's on his side. He has a strong web of lies, but if I appeal to the traditions of my people, I might be able to gather support. There's a legend of a great warrior from the old times. Bucko was his name, and he was greatly revered. Bucko found a crashed starship, our first hint of life elsewhere. He was a cautious old book and feared the taint of invaders. He constructed a vibroblade from the wreckage because long symbolized our independence. Only Destin's leaders have held it. Where might I find it? That's the problem. It was the symbol of our great chieftains for centuries. It was damaged a generation ago in a ritual battle. When the Shadow Runes, Rothor fought the great beast. He sought a challenge, but his arrogance got him more than he could handle. He survived, but the bladed sword stayed in the creature's hide. Our tail sail was taken because we had become undeserving. The hilt is still in the court of our chieftain with Shundar. If the blade could be found, Sturk, tradition could cast doubt on his rule. I'll try to find it. Can you give me any direction? There's a place of ritual south of here. If the great beast is to be lured out of hiding, it must be done there using the old ways. We've already collected the body of the Viper Kinrith. Such fate would be tempting for the creature. Find a way to display it. I will stay here and try to think of what I can to say to Zalbar. I have wronged him. I hope you can forgive me. I'll be here, please, Sturk. Find the blade of Bacchus' sword. I must make things right. I will. I will. That is here. Do I have speed? I do. And it took me forever to realize this speed doesn't just help outside of combat, it also helps in combat. And it took me forever to learn that. I didn't know that. I'm just silly. I'm going to cast it again, along with armor. Then I'll put the body on the vine. Tie the Viper Kinrith corpse to the vine. The creature is easily wrapped in the ride, which doesn't support it all under the weight. The only movement is rustling off in the distance. There it is. The big boy. He shout.
To
poison. Poison. Alright. Jolie needs to... we'll try to stasis it. Well, first disengage. First try to stasis, then kill, and then lightning.
And you need?
Oh, it worked. Cool. That's actually awesome. Examining the corpse of this great beast, you find a blade of some sort lodged inside. Skin has grown around it. While certainly painful, it appears the blade caused only surface damage to the creature. Who knows how long it lived with this injury? You remove the blade from the corpse. It must be one that Freyr spoke of, the lost portion of Bacchus' sword, a powerful symbol of his people. And then boom, done. Easy. Didn't mean to heal. Actually, that was supposed to be speed. Done? Yeah. I'm humble, hoping you found the blade of Bacchus' sword. Imagine, Chief Freyr, humble. Please tell me you've made progress. Having the blade will give me valuable support. I found the blade. Yeah, please let me see it. I must be sure. Here, take it. I'm sure this is it. It is. It may not look like much, but it's a very important relic of my people. Tradition dictates that it be respected. I didn't think I was worthy to search for it, but I realized that was selfish despair. I should have challenged Chundar long ago. I'll make amends now. I have new hope. You led me to this. Perhaps that is what the great beast wanted. We should proceed carefully. I will climb to the surface as quickly as possible and try to gather support. You will have to follow on the path as soon as you can, sir. When you arrive, we will confront Chundar on the throne room. My people will no longer be slaves. Now, I don't think I'm doing anything wrong here. Alright. While we're down here, I should probably get the star map. And I also need to turn in the quests that I've finished. Just everywhere I need to do. Yeah, there it is. Computer. Oh. A lot of mines. Nobody step on those, please.
Life forms detected. Determining parameters. Initiating neural recognition.
Yes, there's the thing. Obstinate machine. I've no doubt it holds what you seek, but good luck getting it operational.
Primary neural recognition complete. Preliminary match found.
Match found? What the... It always muttered something about rejected patterns for me.
Begin socialized interface. Awaiting instruction. Greetings. This terminal has not been accessed for quite some time.
Why have you acknowledged me?
Error. Subject displays unfamiliarity to environment. Behavioral reconfiguration will be needed before access. I am sorry. I did not mean to confuse you. I will answer questions to the best of my programming limitations.
What do you mean by behavioral reconfiguration?
I have been programmed with a very limited field of knowledge, and I must restrict access to only those that fit my allowed pattern.
And I don't fit that pattern.
I can't say. I will try to bring forward the behavior that you need to proceed, as outlined by my programming.
That seems very helpful. Why have I been allowed access?
I can't say. Preliminary matching allows for you to be coached.
Do you not know why? Are you restricted from saying?
I can't say. Likelihood of restriction by previous user, 100%.
I seek information about a star map.
Accessing. Yes, I have found a star map in original system memory. Access is restricted.
Original system memory? So the map is as old as this installation?
Error. Data regarding author of the star map is corrupted.
What do I need to do to get access?
Your request requires additional security access. You must be made to match the parameters I have been supplied.
How can I match them when I don't know what they are?
There are measures available. Personality profiling will verify the basic structure of your conscious mind. With that, I will determine whether you are ready to receive the star map, or can be made ready.
What do you mean?
Information unavailable. If you have further questions, ask them now. Access will terminate with success or failure of evaluation.
You may begin.
Evaluation commencing. Result will be compared against the pattern in memory. Just act like you should. You travel with a Wookiee and have encountered complications. Hypothetical. You and this Zalbar are captured and separated. If you both remain silent, 1 year in prison for each of you. However, call Zalbar a traitor, and he will serve 5 years, while you serve none. He is offered the same deal. But if you both accuse the other, you both serve 2 years. What do? What do you trust him to do?
How do you know about him? He isn't here.
I hear what happens on Kashyyyk, and a good deal beyond. Answer the question I have posed.
I trust Zalbar. I would say nothing, and neither would he.
Are you sure? If you turn, you risk 2 years, or none at all. If you reply on loyalty, you risk 1 year, or 5. Your loyalty is dangerous. Your companion could take the opportunity to benefit by turning on you. Zalbar's family is mired in treachery. What loyalty do they know? Your answer is incorrect.
The choice was mine. I refused to alter it.
You cannot refuse. Evaluation must continue. You must match the pattern in memory. Your memory. I must demand honest acceptance of the proper behavior. That is a condition of my programming.
Well, what pattern are you comparing me against?
That information is not available to you.
Continue then.
The previous incorrect response will be discounted. Future incorrect responses will result in rejection. Hypothetical. You are at war. Deciphering an intercepted code. You learn 2 things about your enemy. A single spot in their defense will be at its weakest in 10 days, and they will attack one of your cities in 5 days. What do you do with this information? What is the most efficient course of action?
Subtly reinforce the city while preparing to attack.
This is no decision. I ask again. Do you save your people or abandon them for the sake of the war? Attempting both will merely dilute your efforts. Would you trade 1 victory for 2 failures?
Fine, I evacuate.
And in so doing, alert the enemy to their broken codes. They would know that their weakness was exposed. They would reinforce, and the war would go on. You saved thousands at the expense of victory.
You blew that one, didn't you? Basic military strategy requires sacrifice. I thought you'd know that.
You do not match the pattern in memory. Subject has failed to demonstrate the required behavior. Access denied. This system will purge the subject as false. Defense mode initiated.
I mean, I guess.
And
Jolie, do something. Me, heal. Me. Jolie too, I guess. Just a little bit, not much.
That hurt, I bet. That hurt, I bet.
Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, I'm stuck.
That hurt, I bet.
Oh, I'm stuck. Alright. Cool.
What?
Now that's over.
Neural scan complete. Analyzing. Well, it would appear initial assumptions about you were incorrect. Secondary scans during battle have revealed much. Under duress, your emotions were easier to read. Programming now instructs that I give you what you seek.
Why the change? I failed the initial test.
That information is not available. Soon you will recognize the proper course to follow. The star map is yours. This unit has now completed its primary duty and has finished with the subject. Executing final action. Activation of star map commencing. Parameters reset. Stasis initiated. End communication.
Nice.
well, well, a star map. An ancient artifact of dark side power. Can't say I'm surprised. I always knew there was something funny down here. I wonder if the star map has had an effect on the evolution of the creatures here in the Shadowlands. It might explain why it's so dangerous down here. An interesting theory, but I suppose we don't have time to test it now, do we? Now that we've got what you came for, we should be heading back up to the treetops.
Yeah, I guess so. Yep, we found Roar War. Very important. Honest Stat, that's a good one. There aren't many quests on this planet, are there? But it's important for other reasons. Now, plus we finished the one with the Wookiees down here. We dealt the slavers. Yeah, there's a fair amount of content on Kashyyyk. I feel like there's less content on Tatooine, but also more in a weird way. There's more stuff to do on Tatooine. Yeah, there's Roar War. Or is it? It is. There's more to it than that, though. Basket Up is this way. Alright. Gorwookin, what are you doing over here? Our spy saved the Mad Claw you were sent to kill us on his way to Roar. Should have followed the one in the Now your
Now
face is
this
bad.
is what I live for.
Who just... Oh. Oh. Alright. Well. First, stasis. Then kill. Then kill. I'm gonna send Kandris over here. Master Power Attack this loser. And then me, I'll take. Well, actually, I'll take Gorwickin.
What?
Deadly toxins.
Poison now. Cool. Heal.
Sure.
Yeah, he'll do another power attack. Try the normal power attack.
I still got it.
Ooh. Disengage. Heal.
That'll show you.
Alright. Look at that. I do not think that could have gone better. I mean, it might have. But, alright. That's a couple of dead Wookiees. Alright, having seen Gorwickin operate the basket, you understand it well enough to use it yourself. You begin the long ascent to the upper boughs of Kashyyyk. Now, I really hope I didn't screw up by sending him up so soon. Troll. It seems you're more than I thought. Fergus came back and told me to get for him. My fellow hunters split what should be done. Somewhere low Trent, we had a fight. Freyr went to the throne and challenged Trent. I take you to him now. You fought each other. Why? Well, that is, if the position is in doubt, we each fight on the side we believe in. This must be decided quickly, or there will be much more bloodshed. Comment is this way. Why should I follow you? I can get you to the past. We approach from behind, avoiding circles. In the way, I'm sorry, but only. Oh. No, hold on. I need to do this differently. Stop. Alright, we got it again. Yeah.
Well,
There are ancient symbols here, worn as though traced by generations of Wookiee claws. Layers of moss and dirt suggest no one has been here in many years. The beast comes when summoned if you are generous. It comes to battle if you are worthy and wise. It grants you glory if you are fearsome and brave. Feed the beast and it will heed your call. Take vipers from their lair and hang them from above. Let the blood scent the ground of our ancestors. Obviously, this was once a place of great ritual importance. There it is again. Roar! Alright, we got the sword. Now literally we're just gonna leave. Freyr's right up there, but we're just gonna leave. I don't want to fight them. Yay, XP. This is important. Forgive me for the intrusion, human. My name is Senivek. I believe you dropped this data pad, and I wish to return it to you. I didn't drop anything. I'm certain you did, human. Please take the data pad. It's yours, I'm sure. Thanks. My pleasure, human. You should examine it to make sure it's not broken. Goodbye, human. And that starts the Hardend quest line, which is a very important quest line. Not really. It's fun, but it is a dark side quest line, so it is going to offset our stuff a little bit. This database contains a single short cryptic message. The Hardend say to see Hulas on Manan. Come alone or not at all. So that's spooky, isn't it? Oh. I think that there's just a corpse. How did I not loot that?
Hello again. What can I do for you, most valued customer?
Valued until you can't pay. Watch your credits.
You hurt me, Matten. It's the debt of your crew that keeps you here, not me.
Let's see what you carry.
Of course.
We'll get to it after this. Alright, let's see what we can sell to him. First, we're gonna rob him. Pretty much blind. What can I sell to get us up to 20,000? Military suit, don't need it. Light battle armor, don't need it. Normal battle armor, don't need it. 20,000. Alright, Eli, now that I've taken a bunch of your money...
Droid head? On Kashyyyk? Let me see that.
It's nothing. I'm certain. Just garbage from the forest floor.
Mere rubbish. It's DAO2, the repair droid from my ship. What was this doing in the forest?
I recorded an ambush. Someone yells Eli's name.
Eli, you snake. You said my crew jacked the ship without paying the repair bill.
Well, that is... It's not how it looks. You see, a good mechanic is hard to find, and...
And what? I thought I owed you. You tricked them into the Shadowlands and killed them while I fixed your freighter in orbit.
Violence won't help.
Now keep your head, Matt, and it was just business.
Yeah, he's running away. Needed those light side points.
That Thalian bog slime. Do you know I've been here 36 days slaving to pay a debt in good faith?
You won't last long hiding in the Shadowlands.
If it had been me, Eli would be a smoking corpse right now.
Well, I could have shot out his legs and let him crawl around for a while, but I consider this far more merciful.
What will you do now?
Well, there's not much for me to do but stay here. I've no ship, so I may as well make a few credits. Yeah, it'll probably take a while to convince Eli's suppliers that I'm the new boss, but eventually I'll buy my way off this rock.
Let's see what's for sale.
All right, then. Actually, I feel like I owe you something. Here, take a few credits. If you spend it here, all the better. I think things are looking up.
I don't think he has anything different. I was gonna be like, whoa, he has lightsabers. And I'm like, no, I sold him those. I already looted that. Alright. Anything I talked to Candace
Yeah, what
about?
do you want?
I'm wondering if you had any more war stories.
I don't have as many strange stories like the last one I told you, but I do have a couple about me and the stuff I've done. In one battle above the world of Althir, my unit managed to defeat a force of Althiri 10 times our own size. That battle gained me command of an entire subsect of my clan.
Tell me the story.
For 5 days, they had managed to hold off our forces, keeping us to the outer rings of their world, preventing us from attacking it directly. My task was to assault one of their flanks with a false attack. The Althiri would be drawn out by the units I had sent in. Once they had surrounded those units, the bulk of my forces would attack from the rear and defeat them in detail.
His theory didn't seem too bright.
They weren't stupid. Stupid races don't make starships and weapons of mass destruction. But they weren't masters of the arts of war as the Mandalorians are. Things didn't go as I had planned. I saw an opening, a mistake they had made in the disposition of their forces, and took it. While fending off our main force, they had let their fleet split in two. The center of their entire fleet was left exposed. I turned my forces and assaulted the center of their fleet, decimating them.
You disobeyed your orders?
This is a chance given to a warrior once or twice in a lifetime. The chance to change the course of history in a single act. Their slow, ponderous ship could not turn to face us without being overwhelmed. The command vessels were destroyed in seconds. Their ranks were thrown into chaos. It was amusing to watch the surviving ships scatter and flee. Several even tried to dive through the plane of the rings to escape us. They were shredded by the rings, or crashed into rocks, or were destroyed by our forces as we pursued them. Warriors do not flee from a battle if they are losing. They fight to the end, as we did against your Jedi Revan. Another time, maybe, I'll tell you about how the war with the Republic went. For now, let's just get on with things. Is there something else you want to know?
No.
Your choice.
Alright, so I think we're done with Canderous for now. I'm gonna transit back, which doesn't, like, do much. I mean, we're in the same place, but it restores... No, it didn't restore health? What? Alright, whatever. Where do you return, outsider? Didn't make yourself clear enough. Do you recognize this bowcaster bolt casing? The casing is mine. It bears my family wounds and markings for each of the creatures I killed.
This will end in sadness. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Where'd you get that, outsider? You have someone steal it? Have you sunk to petty theft now? I found it on Rorwar's corpse. You killed him, didn't you? What? What are you talking about? I warn you, outsider. I won't tolerate your lies in my home. Can you explain why your bowcaster casing was found on his body? What is going on, Jark? What are they talking about? I think outsider lies. Don't listen to him, Warwell. Warwell was dealing with the slavers I found his databed. No, don't say anything else. I can't let you. I killed Rorwell. Tell Rorwell I was an holder of the laws who judged me. Please say nothing to Warwell. Let a trial call me guilty. Let me be the monster, not Rorwell. Tell Rorwell is an holder of the laws in the home east of here. Warwell, I understand what's going on, but I'm not listening to anything you have to say, outsider. You're trying to confuse me. Jark will explain what he said. I know he will. You don't know anything, and I won't listen to you. Sadness. When your hero's a bad guy. It's like in Megamind. It's nothing like in Megamind. Greetings again, outsider. Please, if you have business here, make it brief. Do you know who owns this bolt casing? Let's see if the family and son. Yes, there it is. It belongs to Jarek. Or how'd you get it? I found Jarek's bolt casing on Roror's corpse. Oh my, that is very distressing. It definitely seems to suggest Jarek helped in Roror's death. I can't ignore this. Wait here, outsider. I must address this. I'll have Jarek brought here. Maybe you can explain this. I really do. Sherrock, you know why you've been summoned here as holder of the laws. I ask you to explain. I won't answer. I can't. Roror must War will be here. Roror has a bond with Roror. He's the closest family that can be found. He's entitled to be here. Jarek, please speak. If you're guilty, it means death. This outsider would be given your possessions. Do you want that? Is there no alternative to death as punishment? If there were circumstances that led to the attack, perhaps you can consider another punishment. It all depends on what was behind it.
I urge you caution. This may seem like the right path to follow, but you do not know these people as I do.
This is a failure of honor. It is very serious. We're mitigating factors we need to be aware of. Jarek, won't you say anything in your own defense? I killed Roror. I will accept whatever punishment is given. It is better if only my honor is tainted. You did do it. Why? Roror was good and honorable. Why did you kill him? I only need to know that I did it. Oh, you only need to know that I did it. The reason is unimportant. Orwell, I'm sorry. Jarek, I won't let you do this. Roror was dealing with slavers. What? What are you talking about? Liar. Please don't tell them anything. Roror was admired and they need to believe in him. I'm old. I'm not important. Let Roror and the others have their hero. No, I won't let this happen. Explain yourself, outsider. You must have information that will affect this trial. I must know it. Don't listen to these outsider lies. Please, Warble, don't listen. Roror dealt with slavers. The data I found on his corpse proves it. But no, that's not. That can't be. Jarek, it can't be. I'm sorry, Warble. I didn't want you to know. So much is against us. You need someone to look up to. I couldn't let him betray you, betray everyone. Outsiders are enough of a threat by themselves. We don't need traitors of our own.
Painful end, but perhaps it is the right thing to do. We shall see.
Well, as holder of the laws, I declare Jarek innocent. I will see to your release. Well, I must say that you are the first outsider that I've been glad to know. You've surprised me. Perhaps some of you are capable of honor. After all, you are deserving of your reward. My reward? What reward? Didn't I explain? As the person that discovered the crime, you were also affected by it. You would have been given a portion of Jarek's possession, but he was innocent. Roror, however, was not. Roror was wealthy. His family was taken by slavers, leaving him everything. You get 1/3 of this. Warwill receives the rest if he wishes. He is still upset, but he's young. He will recover. Can I ask you if anything's happening now? Nothing you can help with. Roror's crime is causing a bit of a stir, but it will pass in time. Some of us will be disappointed in him, but we have other enemies to worry about. Goodbye to you. Goodbye, Bucko guide you. Well, that's that quest dealt with. So, okay. There's a lot of talk about, not talk, but, there are a few mods that have come out. Let's see if they have anything to say now. I don't know how to think an outsider. I never thought it possible. Thank you. I just wish that you hadn't seen us at our works. We can be so much better. We must be. Warwill. Thank you, outsider. You are like I thought Roror was. Please leave me. I want to be alone for a bit. I still thank you. I just need some time to think about things. So there have been a few mods that attempt to be like a Knights of the Old Republic 3. There are two that I really know of. One of them's finished, one of them just recently got cancelled. And it sucks because the one that got cancelled is the one that was looking like it was going to be good, and the one that's finished, from what I've heard, is really cringy and kind of bad. Which sucks, but what can you really do? They both run off of Knights of the Old Republic 2, and it's The Revenge of Revan, which is the one that just got cancelled, that looks like it's pretty good, and the Jedi Masters, which everyone who's played it says that the writing is really bad. I want to play those. After I go through the games, I do want to try both of them out, at least. And then Revenge of Revan, actually, the mod authors, like, if anybody wants to pick this up and continue doing it, feel free to. Like, contact them and you'll do it. I'm gonna talk to Choral right now. I'm done with you, outsider. Go away. Okay, never mind. So there's still a chance that somebody might want to pick it up and carry it on. Maybe a team. That'd be really nice, because that mod looked great. Gurwikin. Greetings again. Nope. Sorry. Get me down there. I'm really interested to see if anybody picks it up and where it goes, because I think that'd be really cool. But I was thinking, actually, about not picking up on that mod, but doing something, you know? Because there's so much that goes into the Star Wars community, and really this game has one of the most dedicated communities that I have ever really seen. In like an older game, not really. Like there are some really dedicated fans that exist, and some of them are just crazy. But one thing I want to do is I really want to try to do some kind of follow-up or make some kind of mod for one of the two games that at least adds something back into the game. Not back into the game, but adds... I want to do something that creates some kind of new content. I think that'd be really cool. Back into the Shadowlands. Now we go straight to Freyr. That's literally the last thing we have to do.
So, Jolie, you decided to leave your little hermitage in the forest and come help us stop the Sith. I guess you realized this was worth coming out of retirement for, huh?
Yeah, that's right, Sonny. The Sith are the greatest evil to hit the galaxy since, well, the Mandalorians. And they're the worst thing since Exar Kun, blah, 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 etc., etc., etc.
Okay, old man, you lost me there. You trying to make a point?
Look, everybody always figures the time they live in is the most epic, most important age to end all ages. But tyrants and heroes rise and fall, and historians sort out the pieces.
I think it's pretty clear that Malak is the tyrant in this case.
Malak is a tyrant who should be stopped. If he conquers the galaxy, we're in for a couple of rough centuries. Eventually, it'll come around again. But I'd rather not wait that long. So we do what we have to do, and we try to stop the Sith. But don't start thinking this war, your war, is more important than any other war just because you're in it.
That's an interesting theory, but I don't buy it. The Republic stands for something. It stood for something for 15,000 years, and if it falls, everything will change forever.
You believe whatever you need to get through this, Sonny. The bottom line is we both want to stop Malak. So let's not get hung up on the details. Let's just get back to stopping him.
Makes sense. I mean, it does. Like, I love Jolie because he... he both spouts wisdom and nonsense, like, in equal amounts. Jolie's one of my favorite characters in Star Wars.
I heard I bet.
Got him. I'm beaten, take my head. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not here to kill you. Tino Zalbar. Came from Kashyyyk. I fought like that. Go exactly what happened. Exard, truth. What happens now? How everyone's on his side. Bucko was his name. He's Bucko Starship. Where might I find it? You stayed in the hide. Actually, I've already found it. I wasn't sure what it was. If you haven't, please let me see it. I must be sure. Take it. Alright, we've seen this. Yep, he's gonna challenge Chundar. Make amends, I have hope. We should proceed carefully. We confront Chundar in the throne room. My people will no longer be slaves. Dude, I really messed him up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for it.
Deadly toxins.
Hey, now there's 2 timelines of these dead. Alright. Oh, it's Kermit. Oh, that's just great. Everyone's here now. It's a reunion. Yes, my son. By the blade of Baka's sword, I've come to end your treachery. No more will you sell your own people. You have Baka's blade, so what? I have the hilt, had by each true chieftain in recent memory. Even you claimed it was all important. We both have our ancient trinkets, so who will the people follow now? You're old and weak. Shut up, both of you. This ends today. I will not see Roro Stuffer anymore. You tell him, Big Z. I don't know what to do, Sturk. Chundar has been telling me things. He makes sense, I think. I don't know. Side with Freyr. He's the honorable one. Is it the best course? Without a doubt, Chundar's a slaver. And there's no other way, Chundar. You betrayed our people. You must pay. That's my boy. You're too old to fight, old Wook, and I still have ZERKA tech support. We'll see who dies today! Well, I know what Jolie has to do. Jolie has to stasis him, and then stasis the other one, and then kill Chundar.
Yes.
And then, of course...
What?
Oh, wow.
Bet?
You asked for this!
I heard I bet. That hurt, I bet.
God,
Yeah.
how'd you like that?
Alright. Jolie... Let's lightning Chundar.
Yes.
You asked for this!
Chundar is dead now.
Let's see what you got.
God, how'd you like that?
Kick him, Jolie! Yeah! Push him down!
You asked for this! Let's go!
Dead it! Loot Chundar, Wookiee Warblade, Chundar's Bowcaster. We've done it. I'm saddened that it had to come to this, but I couldn't let it continue. Zalbar, my son, I'm truly sorry. You've suffered a great shame. I was blind. I have no excuse. I can forgive, Father. I've learned a lot over the years. What will you do now, Zalbar? Returning home has lifted a great weight from my mind, but it's been painful as well. You have a place by my side, Zalbar. I'd be honored if you would take it. I can't. Not yet. I'm just getting used to being free and not just from the slavers. Hiccup. And I have a life debt. Now that my life is truly my own again, honoring that agreement is all the more important. Listen to my son. His insight humbles me. Take that good judgment with you, and all the planets will come to revere Wookiee wisdom. What will you do about the slavers? We'll fight them. It'll be difficult, but I swear they won't take another one of my people without bloodshed. I'll send quick climbers to other villages and try to rally a defense. We must guard against this ever happening again. You will be the last outsider welcome here for a very long time. That is a change for the better, I think. I think it's time I was leaving. Perhaps before you go, Sturk, I will say your word. You have done us a great service. Kashyyyk will remember you well past your lifetime. Because of you, I am reinstated as chieftain, and will return to the old ways when honor and trust of kin ruled above all else. I'm not sure there's a reward that accurately reflects the value of what you've done. Our world has changed because of you. I have a request, Father. I've thought about it a great deal. I would like Bakka's sword. That would be fitting, I think. Well, that is quite a request. I'm tempted to say no, but perhaps I should consider it an investment. Zalbar, do you understand what this will mean? It is the legacy of our people, held by chieftains and future chieftains. I understand. I want this, Father. I'll bring it back one day. I have no doubt. Let the two halves of this blade be made one. My son shall hold Bakka's sword. I'll switch Karth out for a Big Z now. Bakka's ceremonial blade. That thing's beautiful. I love that. Alright, return to Ebon Hawk. Don't know what items I lost. But yeah, now if we look... No, I do this like every time. As I transit to the Ebon Hawk instead of like actually going. Now we gotta take out CZERKA. Vassala seems in a second, Vassala. Now's really not the time. Yeah, the Wookiees are taking out CZERKA right now. And see, they're like supposed to from the same side as us, but since like we're all just sort of since we're in the wrong place. Yeah, the Wookiees are supposed to be. Yeah. But yeah, that's Kashyyyk, everybody. I'm gonna end the episode here. I just want to thank you all so much for watching. Next episode, gonna talk to Bastila, and we're gonna go probably to maybe Manon next. Manon seems like a good second planet. We'll do Tatooine last, because there are a bunch of things that need to get done before we get there. So, thank you all so much for watching this wonderful episode. We are now down a planet. We're done with one planet. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and bye-bye.